All right. How are those New Year's resolutions going?
How are they going? Did you make any?
No.
All right, well, don't worry. It's not too late to set them the right way.
Yeah, joining us now is author Ashley Bernardi. She's going to tell us how to set intentions that will create real change in your life. Ashley, thank you so much for being with us.
Hi, Ashley.
Thank you, Scott and Caitlin. So happy to be here today.
All right. So, first of all, can we get your background? Fascinates me. It hasn't been all peaches and cream, right?
Absolutely has not. It has not been peaches and cream like many of us. I'm a childhood survivor of trauma, and when I was 11 years old, my father passed away in front of me from a sudden death heart attack, and I didn't allow myself to really feel those feelings of trauma. And it wasn't until I was hit over the head with another health crisis in my mid-30s of Lyme disease and postpartum depression. At the same time, did I really give myself permission to feel all of those feelings from my childhood up until those moments.
Can you tell us what authentic power is?
Absolutely. So authentic power is what I learned during my Lyme disease and postpartum depression crisis. And it's when I learned to get quiet and still and access and honor that wisdom that I have inside me, and then in turn, trusting that wisdom. I used to think that I had to wear the mask of strength and hide my feelings. And what I found was that that was a detriment to my health and well-being. It came out in other ways, in people pleasing, lack of boundaries, destructive relationships with alcohol and work. And what I learned is that we are the expert of our own lives. We already have the answers within us. If we just allow ourselves to get quiet, still, listen to that wisdom within, which I define as your authentic power, and in turn, trusting that wisdom, that's where true healing and transformation can happen in your life.
I think a lot of people feel the same way. Maybe they struggle with hearing that or finding that authentic power within themselves, right? How can we dig deep into internally and find that for ourselves?
I think that's a great question. That actually has to do with setting intentions. So going to, goals of the new year, 80% of people fail at their goals by February. And I've learned that if we define how we want to feel and also our intentions, like how do you want to feel going into the year? And especially in a year that we're 2 years into the pandemic, we don't want to set hard goals. Everyone's going through a collective trauma. Instead, look at how do you want to feel going into today, tomorrow, this week, this year. Those are little gentle ways that you can help yourself access your authentic power while also setting intentions for how you want to feel going into the day.
And you have techniques to achieve your intentions, right?
Absolutely. So as a reminder, you are your own expert of your life. You don't need to go and set these goals and maybe I have a goal for weight loss. So instead of setting a goal for weight loss, what would your intention be? I intend to move every day. So I want you to think of small, actionable baby steps that you can do daily to perhaps bring some joyful movement to your life instead of saying, I'm going to lose 10 pounds by March 1st. That way, it's a gentler way to allow yourself to create these intentions and also maybe make some improvements in your life. So the first thing I'll say is set those intentions and then define your support community. I think that is so important. So being able to openly share your intentions with a loved one or a friend in a safe space. And I know how hard it is to get vulnerable on social media. Everybody looks like we have a perfect life, but it wasn't until I started getting vulnerable and opening up about my own traumas and how I was feeling those messy feelings in addition to those happy feelings, that truth leads to true transformation. So friends and family that you feel safe with. There's also online support communities. I found so many. There's church communities. And my favorite is if you can't find a community, go ahead and create a community. That's actually what I did in January. I wanted to create an authentically powered January where we meet every Monday and we set our intentions for the week going into the week and for the day. And so I just created my own community, invited a couple of friends, and we meet every Monday. So there's many, many ways that you can do that. But important is to find your support community and share your intentions to help keep you accountable.
Ashley, we're out of time, but I wish we could talk more. But I know Kara's gonna keep continuing this conversation a little bit later on in her Kara's Cures. So we look forward to hearing more from you. A wonderful, wonderful interview. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you both. Take care.